A very good morning to everyone. I hope your day is finding itself bringing happiness into your day. I know we worked hard yesterday on the world and shifting, but perhaps if we each make that same type of intention out into a prayer, maybe it will finally be like drizzling down over the world. For I know there are those who felt it. There's some that carry a thick energy of steel like around them, not wanting to let things in. So the love will melt it, I assure you. So don't give up on anyone or on any truth that you truly believe. It will come into action. So today we're blessed to have messages from Mother. So a little bit earlier while I was sitting here, she came to me and would like to speak to you for a moment before we go into messages. So I don't think it will be a lot, but very unusual for her to want the attention. So I will let her come in to speak, and then she will go into her messages. All right? Oh, such beautiful hearts on such a happiness in the world of being alive, of being and having the capacity of breathing in and breathing out. You know, the part of that which I bring into every soul as they becomes an angel is their physical being, their body, and that which moves through it, the energy. So to have this opportunity each and every week to see all of you in your radiation and your growing, it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling and experience. So I want you to never think that you are not understood or that you aren't important enough. It isn't important or not important. It is that you are. You exist. And in the place where you live, you have complete freedom to say and to feel, most importantly, what is truth for you. So I come simply to remind you, you are the experience of love. And where there are those places that love hasn't been showing itself to you, simply go within and ask why. What has replaced it? What has been a fear or an anger or a loss, whatever it is, and allow the love you do hold within your heart to transform it. So, many blessings to each and every one of you on this day. All right. Let me see. So we will begin our messages today. I just lost everything. I'll never say that I know how to work all these things. All right, Christina. Many blessings to you too. I find myself in a flood of energy, water around you. And I first look to make sure you're breathing, and I do see bubbles of air. I wonder if this is how you feel. And I want you to breathe so deep that the air will rush out, moving the water away from you and having you become buoyant and up into your world once again. For everyone, no, it is never that you become lost. You must always look at what is the issue around you and bring love to it and understanding. And do not get overwhelmed by that which shows itself as to why. Christina, the journey that you're on is a lifelong, even more, many lifetimes long. I want you to take now this band of gold from your head, who says you are and it is, and place it where it has always been sitting. Yes, you will be. And you need to allow yourself the moments to grow and to become. It is your own feelings inside that have you feel separate and less. Instead, I encourage you to embrace and love yourself for each step you take. Each time you allow the negativity to have to come to their senses that you are the light. You are growing and you are moving forward. Each sentence you read in a book to teach you is a plus upon your energy of who you are. There is no need to rush. Father and I are not going anywhere. You are simply moving into the greater light. And it will happen. Let there be no doubt. But a rushed turkey never cooks on the oven. So a heart of development cannot come about when you want it to become more than it is. Instead, I encourage you to embrace and begin to write down and write about the blessings that you are, what you have completed and how you hold it. Evolution is a holding a sense of consciousness that doesn't go away the next day. It's there, and once it's there, it's always there. So I'm encouraging you on this day to find that place, the peaceful harmony of that consciousness of energy, cellular experience around you that becomes that which you are as you would grow and even have more of a depth within it. Many blessings to you, Christy. All right, let's see. I believe it's MKZ is next. Good morning. Yes. Good morning, MKZ. I'm sitting here looking at where we've been together, and yet where is it that I am to guide you? And the first word that forms itself is your fear. So I want us to together, as you hold my hand with the white glove, let's face the fear that you hold deep inside. Again, similar to your sister, the fear that you're not. I am here to say to you also that you are, but you need to have greater peace and harmony about how that looks. Let there be days of hallelujah, hallelujah, when you discover and have a awareness of illuminating to you. Take it with you. There was within every soul upon the backpack a stored awarenesses leading to the becoming. No, your bag is not empty, but it can be fuller if you are more precious with your timing and have an understanding of what is an achieved goal and what yet needs to still be embraced. Once again, I see that beautiful image that looks out a window that you have there. And I wonder how often you allow that image to remind you that you're you. The depth of the colors and the movement of all things are in the package of you. So allow the simple things to speak to you. Allow myself and Father to speak to you. And let there be love. Love for you. Many blessings to you on this day. For you are you. Very good. Good morning, Cavell. A message. It may be called a message, but it is more a statement of truth for you. I see you on your horse, and I wonder of the wondrous things you see. And I look to your digestion and wondering exactly how you are digesting all and so many possibilities around you and about you. It is interesting in the world today, most times people are too busy to stop and smell the roses, to look at where you've been, and to look behind you to see the footsteps you have taken. The horse was never given to hurry, for hurrying is impossible upon your path. It was to let you be able to sit up higher, to see more. I see today a book that shows me from you, perhaps not today, a few years from now. And it'll be about the sight of a disciple. So it will speak about that which you see, not only the world, but within you. It will be that which will help others read and recognize what they're missing, what they're not allowing their sight to give them and thinking it's something else. So, powerful message day today for you, Cavell. Enjoy your horse, your pony, however you see it, and allow your vision to show you. Many blessings to you, Cavell. Barbara Ward, for me, you are the one that stands with a sword across her chest in protection and in honor. And I salute you in that. Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's get to my message for you. My message is about your feet. They've walked you very far through lifetimes. Whomever you were in that lifetime, you have had feet. The feet have been that who has allowed you to see bold things, frightening things, be loving and giving and receiving. And this too are so many things so many people need to hear. So it is as if you're on a quest and you don't even really know it. I'm not sure you'd even call it that. A quest of discovery. Where else will your feet take you to that yet you haven't experienced? Now, this is not for you to ask to go where it is not time to yet. But perhaps it is time for you to return to some places within the psyche. I see you around in a teepee in a smoke ceremony when it is a time of that culture to acknowledge people. So I want you to make this attempt to see this and listen. You will be able to interpret, even though it will be in a different language, to see what people of that time acknowledge within each other and within themselves. And perhaps it's going to offer you opportunity to see you, to understand who you've been and what your purpose in this journey with your feet and where they travel is about for you. Many, many blessings. All right, Jules, learning to listen. Good morning. There's come to be so many of you that have the beautiful smile. Marby, who I see is here too. And now there's you, Jules, along with that. The happiness and the understanding that you are of godliness, that I and Father are well alive, and sharing from deep within you to the world. And I want you, along with the others, to all contemplate. We need numbers of those of you like yourself who've decided, oh, yes, I'm being reminded. You didn't ask for a message. Let me see if it comes later. Oh, yes, here it is. All right. We're all good. For the voice of the frequency from your heart speaks to all that you see. They're not sure why, whether it's how you look or the smile, but I think it's important for you to understand. It is how you've requested to be in mine and Father's world and to be the messenger that you are. It's interesting that you have to listen in your name. For all it takes for that to be so is for you to listen and allow those who hear you to desire to listen. You must set the example. So our next question is, who are you going to listen to? Who is there? Who is there to listen to? And I desire to share with you, reach higher than you are. Yes, there are guides who can help, but it's time for you to reach to the masters. Ask for one at first to come and share with you. Because you see, once a master shares with you, then you become an understanding of that which they taught you, and they become your master teacher. I think you'll find a great peace in this action. So this is my suggestion as I look at you today. Many blessings to you, Jules, learning to listen. All right. So here's Marby. a message of the clearing of your chakras so that you can be and have a greater awakening to the love and the peace that you hold. Perhaps you can listen to that again and allow it yet to the deepest level to touch who you are. Thank you, Marty. Paul Free, my friend, where have you been? Yes, 93 in PA. It's probably a little bit hotter than that here in Florida. Interesting, isn't it? That the heat is going everywhere, bubbling about inside each person. Also make it that people need to hunker down and not take their physical bodies out to the heat. Interesting. So I am going to assume, Paul Free, that you have moved. And I want you to clarify your new home. I want you to go within each room, placing the sign of the cross in each corner. Only allow the great white light of Christ to be ever present. I only allow the great white light of Christ to be ever present. All four corners of every room. In doing this, you need not tell anyone else, but the upliftment of the consciousness within your home will bring you a sense of peace and happiness. This we wish for you. Do you need to take a cross? No. You make the sign of the cross. Open the windows, if you can, and ask blessings to all who need to leave. I bless you and release you. This I ask that you find time to do for yourself, for your family, and for the world. Thank you, Paul Free. It's good to see you. All right. Let me see, the page flipped a little on me. Heidi Joanna. Yes, you may have a message. I'm glad to see you come back. You're always welcome to all beings. Namaste. I see Marby's message to you. Good luck. It has me wondering, what do you need luck for? The luck you were given at birth to have the strength and courage and the honored will of Father and the love and peace and harmony and love of Mother. How much luckier can you get? Perhaps then I need to say to you, Heidi, are you allowing it to be ever present and to move through you like a river? Yes, in all rivers, there are things that move that at times are frightening or scary. But the true force of the river is in the hands of God. And we must always stop to think, why? Why today has that come to me? And there will be an answer if you can let yourself quiet enough to hear it from the busyness of the wind and the hail and the rain and the logs going down the river. You can. I know you can. For you are special. And do I say that? Saying you're the only one here special today? Absolutely not. Everyone is special. I'm wanting you to remember it. So many blessings to you, Cuddy. I wish you all the luck there is in the world to discovering your truth. Many some comments here. Lauren, you made it once again. My goodness. I'm going to have to learn to talk slow so that you can always make it. Well, let me see. I must have went over some. No. Here's where you ask a message in Delphi. I'll be right to you. Lauren, may I say, there is an enchantment about you that creates a curiosity within me about your truth. And if you've touched it yet, I want to support you in your wandering, your seeking, your searching. And there is only one thing to remember, my dear. Mother, Father, we are those that love you the deepest and the most feasible possible ways. And we have placed within every soul a bright light. And every soul, no matter where they end up, then is urged to discover the truth of their existence. All in different ways, it doesn't matter. It's about choice. So for you, I encourage you to read and to study, to not just wander and listen. For you must find that voice that for your heart opens and knows that you're on the path home. I wish for you, Lauren, to sit within your heart at least 15 minutes a day, quiet, and listen. Try to do your best not to bring thoughts to it. Get to where you know they pop out from within you and come to you. It's a different thing than just feeding things from other people. I want you to discover the consciousness of you in your heart and that it has a teacher within it. One who will confide in you and share with you what to do, where to go, to stop the wandering. Many blessings to you, Lauren. I don't know what feeling is. I don't know. All right, Delphi, good morning. Listening and learning. Well, we appreciate you coming. And perhaps next time you'll want to know something about you and the light and where you are. Thank you again. We appreciate you. Noel Sneaks. Well, hello to you also from Europe. And yes, you may request a message. I'm assuming since you can write English, you will hear. I could speak light language if that would be better. But let me see what comes to you from your soul for me to do. All right, dear, ¿qué pasa? No, gente. Oh, I see you come from a very far star. Perhaps that's why you are somewhere other than the majority of beings here. I want you to know there's a great courageousness inside you. And yet I ask that you do not let this be that part of you that makes patterns for you. I want you to let it be courageous and love. Loving all of those things which call for strength. I want you to make a shift here in how you use the mind and the heart together to perceive. Perception. This is where I want you to look. Perception, write them down. Perhaps you'll see in 1 week your perceptions of things are going to shift, because when you go into that heart and sit from that place of truth and courage, you're going to begin to learn how then you find truth. So if you do not understand your message, feel free to ask me a specific question, and I will do all I can to help you understand. Many blessings. Again, wonderful to see you here. Please come again. All right. You're welcome, Cavell. You know, myself as a girl, as I'll be me here for a moment, one of the first things my father got me was a pony. And we did the 4-H thing, and I drove it in a cart, rode it. Then there was a day that he took me to get a horse. It still makes me want to cry. I got a buckskin horse that had the dark mane but the beautiful light body. And I called her Lady. I'll never forget Lady. For I believe that she started me on my path of perception. And she was so gentle. She was only 2 years old when I got her. But we were bonded, for sure, in God. So I do love it when the horses come to you. For there's something about those that horses love. Didn't mean to go off base, but many blessings can help. And Paul's saying, yes, he's back in PA. Whatever it was did not work out is how I'm going to take that. Well, if something doesn't work out, we know it's not the most purposeful thing. Thank you to Barbie. Is that Barbara? And love you to life. Maybe bless you. Here's a message from Barbara Ward. So many of my messages refer to my indigenous lifetimes. I will do some research into more of their teachings so I could discover my role. But you know what is one more thing you're going to discover, Barbara? It's familiar. I do realize a lot of it comes from that, and I can only say to you it is what comes. And this time they put you right in that TP to go and to listen and discover those truths that you're here to share with this world. And however it is you have, perhaps it's to have meetings so that you can start to talk about the same thing but in English, you see. Yes, thank you. And yes, Laura's right. Please hit the like button, the thumbs up. It does good for the channel. And it lets me have even more people to speak to and to hear spirit. You're welcome, Paul. Yes, I won't be going out today. I went out yesterday, but I did have water. And thank you for that message to everyone in this time of the heat. We must honor our physical bodies and keeping it hydrated. White light messenger, no fear. So powerful. You must be a very powerful soul. Thank you for coming to my site. We would like to see you come again. And if you ever want a message, you simply need to ask for one. And Gazelle says, thank you. Thank you. A lot of thank yous here. Sometimes I make myself cry. It's all good. Tears cry out distortion. Did you know that? They've actually proven it, that they can take a tear and test how much stress or heartache or whatever it is that comes out. So that is good. Yes. Remember here also our community. I give messages, but if you feel one sounds also like it should be yours, then embrace it and see what you can do with it. Whoever got the one to sit and let your heart speak, I think everyone should do that, because it's finding out another world of you and consciousness that perhaps you haven't thought of. Oh, white light messenger is speaking again. So I'm assuming you're asking if there's a message about that. Well, let me go in. Usually it's whatever comes, but I hear your request, so let's see what comes. All right? White light messenger. I am sure, white light messenger, that you are aware of the movement in the world changes the action and the energy of what you leave as a result of your touching. This is what they're showing me, is that you need to upstep the frequency of that movement. White light messenger, think of white, clarity, purity. Maybe you do, but I don't see that in your symbol here. And when I close my eyes to look at you, they're showing me that movement has raggedy edges. So I want you to take your own aura, bring it into balance, like earlier when I made the sounds for the chakras, and let that sound go out and have it become smooth and more movable. I have chills as I think about having that be within your energy field. And what you're going to discover is more of you. I don't believe the truth is that icky, I'm sorry if it's a non-becoming word, but you're so much more than that. Bring the smoothness and allow the light to truly radiate, so the white light as it moves through you can truly be the message. Thank you. I imagine those are such wonderful memories. Yes. Yes. All free. Thank you. Now that you see it begins, that I don't remember what all I said, because it's what shows itself to me. I sobbed a bit last night. I just let the pain out, and it felt good. And that I'm getting chills as I'm talking to you, Lord. It is the point. There is nothing you ever need to hold on to other than love. The truth of the light of Mother and Father that pours through you. All those things that are painful or pull you away from your truth, let them go. So my, what a powerful day it has been today. Let's see. White light messaging. Thank you. You are very welcome. A beautiful light, I assure you. I want you to be able to walk in that light and you will feel the difference. Very good. And please come again. Thank you so much for everyone who's come today. What time are we? We took a little bit of time today. But remember, you can re-listen and learn something from everybody in the sharing because we are all one. We are all one. In each experience of life, we may be taking it all a different way. That's why we have many lifetimes, because we've been many places. Amen, as Paul reads. I'll be here tomorrow. What could be next? I'm sure some of these masters are going to come in and say something. They keep accumulating. Anyway, love to all of you. May it be a grand day.